Hey y'all, I wanted to jump on here really quick and preface this video with a little bit of information about the basement. So Tommy and I, started our work on the walls, the paint, all of that stuff on July 4th. Today is, I think it's the 10th, and we were hoping to have the main room totally completed by yesterday, Sunday. And that didn't happen because we had a little bit of an issue with our brand new sump pump. It wasn't working correctly, and we did get another 3.5 inches of rain on Sunday night. And so when we went down there Sunday morning to lay the flooring, we had a little bit of water in the basement and the sump pump was backed up. So thankfully nothing got ruined. The baseboards are a little bit elevated off the floor anyways, and we are just now waiting for that to dry. All that got wet was the new concrete that they had poured to cover up the drains. So really it wasn't that big of a deal, mostly just a frustration in that, you do this stuff and it doesn't work properly when you get 3.5 inches of rain. So, it really isn't that big of a deal. Tommy and I are gonna be working on the flooring today. Today is Monday, July 10th. And I hope we get that done today, and then that main room will be totally done, minus the cabinetry that we'll be putting together down there. We need to wait for the floors to dry to do that. We are using a terrazzo vinyl tile, a terrazzo look vinyl tile, and so we're gonna work on getting that done today. Tommy and I have done everything ourselves to this point. Nothing super complicated. The trickiest part has been that the floors aren't completely level, which we already knew, but we've done the paint and we have done the walls ourselves, and we'll be doing the flooring ourselves. The paint is Waterloo by Sherwin-Williams, just so you have that information. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. And something else that I should add is I'll be doing the basement videos in 2 parts. So if I did it all in one video, it would be probably 2 hours long. So I decided to go ahead and break it up into 2 parts. So what you're watching right now will be the where we are currently in the basement, and as we progress, I will of course film everything, and then we can do a final part 2 video showing the basement totally completed. All right, so here is an official before of the basement. This wall still needs a little bit of work. We had this repaired when we first moved in because the plaster was kind of pulling away from the cement wall. Here is the kind of utilitarian closet, HVAC. Not a lot's going to change in this room. This is going to remain concrete flooring. This is an example of the water guard. This is designed to catch water as it comes down the wall should any water come over the wall. And then underneath all of this concrete is also like a specialized French drain that catches water from underneath. This is all going to be going away. We are going to sheetrock this in. We got some new stairs. The stairs will be painted, and we will be putting a carpet runner up the stairs. We're gonna be getting rid of things that aren't needed and haven't been needed for a really long time. And here is the main room. It is really, really ugly right now. We'll be doing a transition from the wall where you see it down to the floor. New flooring, new walls, new paint color, new light. All of this paint and everything will go back in this utilitarian closet over here. But I mean, this was a big project. This project, as far as the waterproofing went, stressed me out a lot more than I thought it would. Here is this closet down here. You can see wood rot over the years where water continued to come in. This room is going to get a whole makeover as well. Wall color, we're waiting for. So this is our new sump pump, and this is water guarded all along here. Sump pump, battery backup. So this is all gonna get flooring as well. And then we will push the washer and dryer pretty far back here. We will be making a table that comes to sit behind the washer and dryer and kind of hides all of this. But All of this over here is all going to be coming out. They filled in an old French drain there, but I mean, we've got a lot of work to do. And this is, again, where we do our laundry. So we want it to feel nice. We want it to look nice. We don't want it to have that creepy basement feel, which it absolutely has right now. All of this, everything will be getting painted other than obviously, you know, the water lines that are indicative of the cold and hot water. But yeah, we are actually getting ready to head to Lowe's right now. It is 4th of July. What else would we be doing on the 4th of July other than working on the house? So I just wanted to film this really quick so that you guys could get an idea of what the basement looked like before we get started. I should also mention that the reason we're doing this project is because we had a basement at our old house that was totally finished out and very, very watertight. We want to get to that here. We like our basement. We loved our basement at our other house. I know sometimes that's an unpopular opinion. A lot of people think basements are creepy, and this basement right now is 100% creepy, but I think you'll be surprised at what flooring, some new walls, and some paint color can do to a space. So these are, you know, this is what the typical basement looks like in our neighborhood, unless it's been, you know, completely redone like we're doing it now. So a lot of people don't use their basements. A lot of people use them for storage. We're not one of those people. We like to use our basement for other things. So we used to work out in our other basement, and thankfully here we have our workout equipment out back, but we will be able to make this a very usable space that feels a lot more inviting than it does right now. So far this is where we have gotten. We had to add some extra supports in the middle, but we were working with the supports that were already in place. So we are going to be doing beadboard, and the beadboard and the drywall will all be the same color, as well as the transition piece and the baseboards. So we are getting ready to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and hang the beadboard, hopefully the transition piece, and then obviously the baseboards will be very, very last after the floor goes in. Okay, so this is where we're currently at right now. We had to move some of this stuff out because the company is back addressing this situation right here. And if you don't know, you didn't see my post on Instagram, Sunday morning we woke up to some water in the basement. It wasn't a lot, but there was water. The sump pump had malfunctioned and it was overflowing, and therefore all of these waterproofing lines that had been put in actually backed up. So that was really unfortunate. Thankfully, it didn't mess anything up. All it did was delay us on the flooring a little bit, but today is Monday the 10th and we plan on laying the flooring tonight. So hopefully we will get to that. We got a new dehumidifier over here to kind of blend in with the walls a little bit. Once flooring is done, we have cabinetry that is going to go on this wall for storage. And I think it will just look really good. I plan on putting a rug down here, specifically the rug from the office. And I am currently looking for a new office rug, but this is where we're at. I still have some work to do on the windows. They need a little bit of glazing, and then I'll get those painted. I couldn't help myself. I went to Lowe's the other day and I saw these and I just had to have them. And I also got some hardware. I decided to go with black hardware. Have to still touch up around here. We just changed that out yesterday. And so I really like the black accents. There's some stuff, just little bitty touch-ups that still need to be done over here. I really like the black accents. We'll be switching out all of the electric, the plugs and the covers to black. And as I mentioned, nothing is going to be happening in here. This is going to be just a very organized storage closet for things like you see here, all the paint cans, Christmas stuff. You guys know that I have a ton of Christmas stuff. So that's where all of that stuff will go. And we will be closing off the space. So in some cases, like right here, there are spaces where the HVAC and things like that come through. So we will be closing, there's some just back there that are a little bit more open. We'll be closing all of that stuff off with some form to, like this right here, this goes to the crawl space, and we'll be closing that off completely so that the underneath the house air doesn't mix with this room. So I cannot wait to get this room done. This window needs a lot of work, a lot of old abandoned electrical phone lines from, I guess, probably the 60s. And those will be removed. This is going to get removed. This is, you can see all the chipped paint, but this is a ironing board. We are going to keep that, just repaint it. All of this down here is going to be removed as well. And all of this in this little hallway section will be board just like this, and everything is going to be the same color. So that is the most current update that I have for you guys, but I wanted to share. I'm going to kind of divide this up into two parts just because it's been such a big project as far as 2 parts for a video. So that's what I got.